If you're like me, you're tired of the fact that the strike made it so that you don't have anything to watch on TV. I even like watching old stuff, but these days I'm not really finding anything that I want to watch. So when I came across these three movies on Netflix, I figured I'd share them with you because not only will you possibly enjoy the movie, but you can also learn something from it. Lego. I'm Shannan E. Johnson, CEO of The Professional Pen, where we develop screenwriters from idea to pitch. Need help on your screenplay? Go to www.theprofessionalpen.com. Let's get into it. Number one, Fair Play. This is a romance thriller. What I want you to pay attention to as you're watching is tension, tension, tension. I want you to notice the tension in the silence, and I want you to notice the tension when they choose to speak. I also want you to pay attention to the setup and how important it is for us to understand how much these people are in love. Remember, romance thriller, before things start to unravel. Because of the tension and because of the situation that they are in, there is always a constant heightening of the stakes, right? It's just going up, up, up. And because it's a thriller, you're feeling it and you're wondering what they are going to do. So you're asking yourself about the central dramatic question, which I like to refer to as the goal. What are we here to accomplish? And the answer is, what happens when only one half of the power couple succeeds? How will they figure out how to keep their relationship? All right, watch it. Let me know what you think. Number two, Locked In. Now, this is a whodunit, and it's still in our thriller category. I'll be honest and say that it gets a little wonky and a little wacky once we get to Act 3. But what I want you to pay attention to is how they deliver breadcrumbs and how they reveal what the true story is. We open up knowing what the problem is, right? Who did this to this woman? Okay, you'll learn that locked in means that she is unable to move anything on her body, but she's still alive on the inside. And we're trying to figure out how she got here. So the problem is given to us right at the top. So the story is about going backwards to understand the present, right? So pay attention to how they are revealing the information, and thematically what they're setting up is going on between all of the characters. There are also a lot of unsuspected twists and turns. That's the thing that makes it a thriller. Every time you think you understand what's going on, they go, nope, that's not what's going on. It's actually this. And then you think you understand that and they go, this is actually what's happening. So as you are watching it, pay attention to those unsuspected turns and ask yourself what they set up before to make it so that that unsuspected turn is actually plausible. Because that's where we kind of go wrong sometimes in our writing. We will choose something that's so far off base that it wasn't even set up, and now it isn't as impactful because we don't believe that it actually could have led there. Okay? Our central dramatic question here, or one of the goals here that we're trying to figure out and why we are invested in our protagonist is, how can you escape the only life you've known when the people who are around you are the people who give you purpose? Ooh, that's deep. That's what she's dealing with. That's what she's trying to figure out. Enjoy the watch. Last but not least, number 3, Pain Hustlers. Now, I'm surprised I hadn't ever heard of this because this is featuring Emily Blunt, and it was actually her face that made me say, let me check out the trailer. So I checked out the trailer, and it is a crime drama, and I love those. And this one is based on real events, and it's about the pharmaceutical companies, and we know all the bad stuff that they do, right? And so this story is about how someone can fall into this and actually become a part of the problem, even though that wasn't their intention. So it's a really good story. Something that you can learn from this is how you can tell a story that has such big stakes, but still make it light storytelling. Like it doesn't feel heavy, even though there are heavy moments that happen. The way that it's shot and the way that it's written feels light enough and inviting enough for you to want to come in, so you don't feel like you're in this kind of really deep and sappy story, even though it's going to have a really huge negative impact on all the people involved. The dialogue is so good. Right? Like I'm always watching people who can write dialogue and be just like so quippy and have all of these great one-liners that don't feel like you're just getting a bunch of one-liners. I feel like the writing is really great when you listen to the dialogue, like listen to some of the puns, some of the similes, some of the metaphors, like the way that they describe things. It's like, yes, this person has a true voice, right? I would love to see more from this person. Let me see who the person is. The links you have to go through to find the writer. If you just do a Google search, it's going to show you the director. You got to go to IMDb just to see who the writers are. So anyway, Wells Tower and Evan Hughes, I believe, are the writers. And I think they did a really good job with the dialogue. And so I would say the central dramatic question here, the goal, the theme, what is she really trying to accomplish here is, will she choose money, power, and respect over the morally sound alternative? So anyway, I enjoyed all three of these films. I actually watch a movie every single night, or I watch a television show. Right now, I don't really feel like getting caught up in a TV series, so I've been looking for movies, and these three have actually done it for me. When you watch them, come back, let me know how you feel. Happy writing!
The professional pen. The